The next question is, how do we find outliers when we're dealing with box whisker plots, medians, and IQRs? Well, let's grab our walrus example, our Pacific walrus colony. We did this with histograms before. We'll use one Var Stats, we'll get our 5-number summary, and then we can create our box whisker plot. Now, once we have this, we need boundaries, just like we did with histograms. Right? The definition of the boundaries is a little bit different. Right? Lower boundary, we start from Q1, which is right here. Right? This is Q1. We go over a distance of 1.5 times the IQR. Right? So we're subtracting the 1.5 times IQR. Right? Contrast that with how we did it with histograms and means and standard deviations. Right? We did the minus 3 sigma. Right? They're just two different systems. Be consistent. If you're using box whisker plots, you do it this way. If you're using histograms, you do it this way. You can actually get different results. Right? An outlier might be identified in this way, but not in this way, or vice versa. And it's just different systems. You got to get used to it. And use the appropriate one for whatever you're actually using. So, of course, we need the IQR, so we'll quickly calculate that. And after that, it's a matter of plugging it in. You get your lower boundary. And then, of course, upper boundary, as you would think, is instead of subtracting that distance, you're adding it. But notice that you're actually adding it from Q3. Right? From here, you're going up your 1.5 IQR. A mistake is to think that it's from the median. It's not. It's from the quartiles. Right? So make sure you keep that in mind. So here's our lower boundary, here's our upper boundary. Clearly there's at least one number, at least the maximum. You have to see, maybe there are some other numbers in here. It's a little hard to tell, so you actually have to scan down. You can sort it, and that helps in identifying all the numbers that are greater than 2,744.75. In this case, there is only one, which is this 4,512, just like we identified before. Now, something I showed you in the calculator, that there are two types of box whisker plots, really. There is a modified box whisker plot where you actually graph the outlier as a point or a star, right? And then it's not part of the whisker, so the next greatest with this one removed turns out to be, this becomes the new max, and you get your modified box whisker plot.